What if I told you that enterprise software and specialty coffee are actually driven by the exact same thing? So at the end of the day, both are completely reliant on relationship building, right? That's what sells the product. But the difference is coffee has a creative feel. You can express more through a cup of coffee. You can communicate something much deeper than you ever could with B2B software. For those who don't know me, my name is LBJ, and I work in enterprise tech. And when it comes to the people in my professional network, I haven't even told them I'm starting a coffee business. Honestly, right now, I don't really plan to. I'm building this quietly because for me this isn't just a side hustle. I'm wrestling with the question, can you change a life through a cup of coffee? For years I thought my path and honestly all my desire was tech. I was interested in building software companies, figuring out apps, finding innovative solutions, and even considered transitioning my personal career into a career in venture capital for a bit. But at the end of the day, I kept coming back to the question, what does God want me to build? Ecclesiastes, my favorite book in the Bible, it ends with Solomon stating that essentially the whole point of life is for man to fear God and to do God's will. As I prayed about what the Lord wanted me to build, all roads kept leaning towards ministry, community, and entrepreneurship through coffee. Phase one of the vision looks like a coffee cart. And I'll be honest, right? I didn't want to start with a mobile cart. I didn't want to do pop-ups. I wanted to jump straight into a physical coffee shop and probably even roast our own coffee beans. But the people closest to me and my mentors and the people I trust deeply, they challenged me. Also through prayer, right? But God used them to challenge me on how I was going to be obedient to the vision right now. God gave me the long vision, but what does it look like now? Can I keep costs low? Can I grow as I go? So the cart is phase one. As I mentioned earlier, right, the ultimate goal here, though, isn't selling drinks. I see coffee as ministry. People love coffee in a way that they'll never love software. The tech world can feel transactional, but making a drink for a person, to me, it's like building a work of art for them. It's an act of love, of hospitality, of care. When I was in college, right, I had a mentor named Matt. Matt helped me navigate some of the hardest times in my life. I thought I was going to transfer from that place, but Matt was incredible. But the way that Matt and I built that relationship was actually through coffee. See, up until that point, all I knew was Folgers, and Matt sat me down and taught me how to taste coffee. He taught me the difference between a light roast and a dark roast. He introduced me to the pour over, and while I was learning the art of coffee from him, I was actually learning life lessons. The coffee was just a bridge to a lifelong relationship and a lifelong lesson. You see, with Little Lamb, that's what it's designed to be. I don't have it all figured out. I know it's harder to build deep relationships when there's a long line at a cart compared to in a quiet corner at a coffee shop. But by bringing this cart to events like corporate offsites, community gatherings, church events, corporate onsites, maybe even weddings down the road, I hope that I get to provide the thing, the drink that people are gathering over. When I read scripture, specifically one of my favorite books, the book of Acts, the thing that stands out was that the world saw Jesus because of the way the church loved one another, right? The church sold everything and they sold all their possessions to live in community together. It was thousands of people sharing that level of depth and intimacy. This is how serious God wants us to be about doing life together and about being in community. And I'm hoping that with Little Lamb Coffee, I can provide a glimpse of that life, a glimpse of what true biblical community actually looks like. Honestly, a glimpse of what heaven looks like, just over a really good cup of coffee. Hopefully, coffee gets them in the door, but it's the love of Jesus and the community that gets them to come back and stay for eternity. This card is just the beginning. I'm building this from the ground up. I'm figuring out sourcing, the syrups, the regulations, where exactly Little Lamb is going to plant its roots, permits, all of that. But if you want to follow along on this journey about building this business and I guess ultimately building this community, hit subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.